Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Yoland here, and hello, fellow sorcerers. I want to see if the sorcerers are completely dead. If my build is garbage now, I just want to see, what the patch notes have done. I was planning on doing what is it, a 64 Nightmare Dungeon. However, I didn't have enough Sigil dust because I, haven't played this game in a while. I played it a little bit. I was able to do a plus 64 and was able to one shot the elites more or less. They didn't get one shotted. They died with one thing of ice shards after. So um unfortunately I couldn't be able to show you that. I'll show you guys what it's like doing when it's just 8 levels above. I know it's not, whatever, but I do want to see if it's what I'm hearing from other sources saying that they can't do their own nightmare dungeons anymore. People that are struggling on just doing current content with sorceresses. I do want to see. So I still think you can still push with the build. It's just going to be a little bit harder. I have to change some stuff around. Let's see how I do with this guy here. So not one-shotting, but again, we do a lot more damage when there's actually more mobs. And I don't know if it's with these dungeons or just the ones that I've been getting lucky, but I only find one elite each time. So you can see there, I mean, still does quite a bit of damage. Those guys died. I do have an elixir on that I don't normally put on, but what do these guys have? Federation vulnerable, blah, 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 kill a monster. Okay, so. Do I want to do this? Probably not, right, for you guys? I guess I can skip it. Yeah, I really just want to see how fast I can kill the elites when they're actually in a group. I mean, these guys are fine, right? Those guys will just, die. But I'm really focused more on the... Oh, there we go. Boom. There you go. Perfect. Still one-shotted. So, the build still works to a certain degree of, the level. What the hell? Did my ice shard just hit nothing there? Anyways, yeah, I know it's probably not, what you guys want to see. It's like, oh, well, aren't you pushing? I honestly don't feel a need to push Nightmare Dungeons because there's no real need to do it. Again, I did it earlier today. I should have recorded it, but I didn't. You just have to take my word for it. That there were some mobs that I still were able to one-shot with it. Whether that was just lucky or... Ooh. And even this ulti basically killed those guys quick. Let's see, what's this? Anything higher that I can do? F54 again. Oops. So, I mean, I still have hope for the source. I mean, yeah, we'll lose that armor. I think the Align the Elements does help quite a bit compared to before. Like, right there, I know I would have went down to half health when I usually would do it. I'm not going to click a conduit. That will defeat the whole purpose. But, I mean, things are still dying quick. I mean, are they getting one-shotted before? Basically, that was almost 1 million damage right there. I was hitting, 1.8 million before on high crits, so I mean, that's definitely noticeable. I don't think it's completely dead. I mean, my gears probably is better too than most, but it's not 100% optimal. We'll go over it a little bit when I get out of here. I mean, as you can see, I mean, still doing even a 54. I know people say, like, well, it's going to be bad once you get to, past 70, and I can agree to an extent. You just have to be more careful, honestly. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. And that's always how it's been for the high keys, too. So. I don't think anything crazy happens in this dungeon, so I guess we'll just look for the elites more. Or look more for the elites. Like, again, I wish I could have did one that was 10 more levels above me. That would probably be more ideal for people. But again, just doing it for people that are struggling, at lower levels, that they feel like they're struggling. Well. Okay. Hey, fucking fine. That wasn't the most perfect, but you know what are you gonna do? Sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches. So no, I don't think Sorcerer is completely dead. I don't think it's broken. I mean, I don't think it's like not worth playing anymore. Um, especially if you're not even gonna push high keys, I think it's perfectly fine. Obviously, you do still feel the nerfs, right? Oh, perfect. Oh, of course. But all those guys just, you know, disappeared right there. Anything good? Nope. That's still the same, too. I'll definitely be going... Oi! Definitely be going, Ice Shards again. I'll level up to an extent, with Chain Lightning. Just because I think it is better until you get the, Okay, guys. Until you get the legendary pattern with Ice Shards, Pierce. I think that's the only um, reason you switch to Ice Shards when you get that legendary power. Or pattern, whatever you want to call it. So I think one guy spawns here, right? Yeah, so we'll do this. Bam. One shot there. Still good, guys. Still good. don't be too discouraged with long. People could completely disagree with me, and that's fine. Like I said, I think it's, you know, there is some notable changes, but it's not dead. Pushing higher keys, we'll see. Again, though, we're going to get those Malignant Hearts that are going to push our damage even more. We'll lose some armor, but I honestly like what they did to a lot of the elements. I feel like I actually am a little bit more tankier than I should be. We'll go over my talents real quick. Or I guess my gear real quick, just so you guys can see. I do have the Frost Nova, where I gain, you know, additional charge with the cooldowns reduced. I liked it a lot with Wand and Offhand, but they kind of destroyed that. So I don't go as fast. I'd have to be doing basically levels where I'm at to do speed runs for it. Or maybe 103s. The monster levels is 103, but we'll see. Again, I haven't really played around with it too much. Definitely Raymond of the Infinite as a must. I use Frostburn. Lucky chance freezes enemies, has a chance to freeze enemies by, or up to 24% chance. Ice Heart Brace, however you want to say them. Enemies that die while frozen have a 20% chance to unleash Frost Nova. For my boots, the Warlord boots, 3 extra charges, 4 ranks of Frost Nova. The imprinted item is Lucky Hit. When you hit a crowd control enemy, there's up to a 50% chance for that crowd control effect to be spread to another unaffected enemy. So if I sum something, they can get, you know, stunned as well if something like is far off. For my staff, deal 70% more damage to immobilized, stunned, or frozen enemies. That's the one that got nerfed big time, but it's still good, I think. Conceded Necklace, 3 ranks of Glass Cannon, 9% damage, 22% 5 damage after killing an elite. Deal 35% increased damage while you have a barrier active. Distant enemies have an 8% chance to be stunned for 2 seconds. You deal 20% damage. This one got a huge nerf as well, but I still, you know, see it as being good. The last thing is Ice Shards Pierce. 4 times and deal 20% less damage. That's a must. As far as my tree goes, I have 2 in Firebolt just because, I mean, just so it does a little bit more burning damage. It's whatever. Definitely all max in Ice Shards, Enhanced Ice Shards, and then Destructive Ice Shards. 1 year Devastation, 3 in Elemental Dominance. That way your core and master skills deal 9% extra damage while you're above 50%. Nerf 50 mana. Flame Shield, Enhanced Flame Shield, so I run faster, so I don't get stuck between mobs and all that stuff. 1 in Teleport, Enhanced Teleport, it's the cooldown, and then I get that extra bit of damage reduction from it. I have 7 in Glass Cannon. The items contribute 4, or else just 3 in there. 1 in Ice Armor, enhanced ice armor, so increase my mana regeneration. F4 in Frost Nova, or sorry, 9, but just put 5 in there. Oh, and then enhanced Frost Nova, mystical Frost Nova makes enemies vulnerable. Increase my lucky hit chance. I increase my lucky hit chance because down here I have Snap Freeze for my lucky hit. Frost skills have that 9% chance to instantly freeze. That's on top of my other freeze for my ice, or for my Frostburn. I just want everything frozen, basically. 1 in Align the Elements, 1 in Protection, because whenever I have a barrier, I'll do more damage as well, thanks to that legendary power that we have. So anytime I do anything, I'll cast a barrier. Even if it's the smallest thing, I still want it just for that extra damage. Icy Veil. Barriers have a 5% increased duration, which is whatever. But we definitely want Snap Freeze. The Inner Flame, 3 in Devouring Blaze. Here's where I kind of do my own, I guess, my own thing with it. But I definitely max out all of these. Permafrost, Icy Touch, Frigid Breeze, and Orfrost. I switched to Deep Freeze. I might take one off of Frigid and put one here. For the next season, anyways. Inferno is just, I don't know. If I remember to use it, I'll use it, but I know I always use Deep Freeze more often than I use Inferno, so... Especially since they fixed that bug with it. And then Avalanche. Paragon board is a little much and might be a little bit too much for this video, but overall I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the glyphs. Just the major one is Elementalist. What is this one? Control. Tactician. Destruction. Exploit. Flame Feeder. And Imbiber. Imbibe? Whatever you want to call this thing. But you 97% damage while healthy. So, I know this might seem like a lot for people, but having this one skill that gives me the barrier on everything, even though it's my as a B, can help me that little bit to being extra healthy. And just being far, stunning them, all that stuff. So there you go, guys. There's my perspective on it. Hopefully it helps some people that are stuck on just, you know, regular dungeons, regular nightmare dungeons, regular world. What's it called? Hell Tides even. But definitely can still do it. It's not completely dead or broken. Is there changes that I probably didn't want them to do? Yeah, but I mean, again, if you want to keep pushing dungeons, Nightmare dungeons, that's of course your prerogative. I don't see the point in it because you don't actually get anything really for it. Can this build still push? Yes, it can. Will you one-shot bosses or elites? Probably, maybe, maybe not. It just depends on the access you have. Depends on just whatever you have. You have the 9 crit. You add more crit damage and crit on you. If they take more to cold damage, then yeah, you could one-shot the elites at like probably 20 levels above you. Maybe. Definitely at 18, I know that I was able to do that, but again, I don't have the video, so sorry. Anyways, yeah, hope you guys enjoy. If you liked, please leave a like and subscribe or comment. I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are on, if I can be any help as well. I want to be able to help any sources that are struggling. That's the biggest thing, right? Because I think it's a fun class still. It's super fun. It does still do a lot of damage, I think. And we'll see how it goes in the season. So hope to see you guys there. And I'll make more videos about my progression as well. And yeah, see you guys there.